And the bright ass mic.
Oh my god, what are you doing? Oh my god. What the fuck?
You're welcome.
I let you into my home. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to episode number 10.
They're gonna read your
We're...
notifications.
What?
Someone's gonna zoom in, read your notifications.
I don't give a shit. They're there for anyone to see. What was I saying? Number 10, we're in double digits now. This is Cozy Sode Part 2, because the last one was so fucking crazy that we didn't get through everything that we had planned for 1. So here we are on Part 2
Hell yeah.
of Siblings. Not just
Yes.
Cozy Sode. We are cozy in our low lighting.
With our candles and our jammy.
Yeah, we're having
Our jammy.
an adult sleepover. It's great. We love it.
So,
Who wants to start?
you start, go back to me, and then we end with you.
Cool. Yeah, that works for me. We'll see. We'll see who can read today, because so far it's been no one.
Yeah.
It's not been great. Our numbers haven't been great. From r/relationship advice.
Oh.
My 25 female boyfriend's 26 male sister is weirdly obsessed with him. He's taking her on holiday, and I don't know how to convince him it's super weird? Question mark?
That one can be kind of iffy.
Well, we're gonna read about it.
Yeah.
I've been dating my boyfriend, Mike, for just under 18 months. Is your relationship a baby? Can we not say...
18 months.
Can we not just round up or down?
It's like a year and a few months.
Just say a year. If you're past...
That's like a year and a half.
Yeah.
Why didn't they just say a year and a half?
Yeah, I was like, why don't you just say a year and a half? Or like... I don't know. I'm triggered already. Our relationship has become really serious. We have even started to discuss things like marriage, children, etc. We moved from England to Wales about 6 months ago because I got a job opportunity that required us to relocate. He was able to convert to working from home, so he has stayed employed by his old company. We now live about 70 miles away from our hometown because it's so far we rarely visit home, maybe once every 6 weeks or so. I feel like that's a lot for, like, an out of town trip. I don't know.
That's like every month and a half.
Yeah. Whenever we visit, we stay with Mike's parents, and every time we go, his sister is incredibly obsessed with Mike and won't leave him alone. It's to the point where it's really weird and almost like she has some weird romantic feelings for him. I've brought this up to Mike and he says I'm being crazy, but I'm not. For example, she will snuggle up to him on a sofa, so I have to sit somewhere else. She will ask him to take her shopping to places that I don't like. She'll make him take her to restaurants and they'll have fancy meals together. It is so weird how she treats him like a boyfriend. What do you think so far?
It's so weird. Like, not their. They have a good sibling relationship.
Yeah.
I personally do not find anything weird with a sister looking up to her older brother and
Yeah.
wanting to spend time with her sibling. The weird one is the girlfriend who was assuming that this 9-year-old is into her older brother.
Well,
and the fact that he is into her.
Well, you read the title at the top because it was not supposed to be known that she's 9.
Well, I thought you told.
No, I didn't say
Oh.
that was the repost.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, it is a lot more shocking when you find out this little girl is 9 and definitely does not have romantic feelings for her older brother.
Sorry, I was not supposed to be reading over your shoulder.
You are about to be banned from the show. You're about to, like... 9 and 26.
The post that I was gonna read just got removed when I
I
reloaded it.
just watched it.
It just got removed.
That's yeah.
Oh
That
my
sucks.
god.
That's why you screenshot. I've learned the
Yeah.
hard way. Um, er,
The whole account got
oof.
suspended.
If it get was it reposted or is it just there?
It was just here.
We can probably use the Wayback Machine. Oh yeah, the one where she's 9 years old.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
A little bit rude of you, actually. It's
I
okay.
legitimately thought you had said it.
No,
My brain told me you had said it.
no. They have a holiday to Spain booked for this summer, to the town where Mike grew up. They booked this before we were dating, but it is just the two of them going, and it makes me feel extremely uncomfortable. I first asked him to change the booking so I could come along as well. I said I could pay for the extra, obviously. He said he contacted the travel agents, but they weren't able to change the bookings anymore, and they couldn't book a separate package for me because the hotel was booked up. Yesterday, I told him I think it's really weird that he wants to spend 2 weeks alone with her in a foreign country, and when I said this to him, he blew up at me and kicked me out of the house. Like, genuinely kicked me out of the house for just questioning him about this, which made me feel it's even more weird than I thought. He ended up we ended up having a huge argument, like the biggest we've ever had. And now I'm considering booking a separate hotel nearby, the one that they're staying at, just so I can keep an eye on her. I have been texting him
Mm.
and ringing him, and he hasn't answered or responded to me at all. I don't understand how he doesn't see that this is weird, especially considering how obsessed she is with him. As I mentioned earlier, it just makes me feel sick, and I don't know what to do. How do I express to him that this is just not normal? How do I show him that there is something weird about how his sister treats him?
Um, you don't.
Um, I don't know how we find out she's 9. I think it's a comment. This has like been removed and reposted. Um, Crazy.
That's insane.
Yeah. Get to the
Like, I cannot imagine. That's
Let me go to the
disgusting for someone to
results
think that.
because I know it got removed, but the comment should still be there. I don't see where they said that she was 9, but she's 9.
Mm-hmm.
That's weird.
It
I
really
don't
is.
know.
Like, I don't
Like that's a
understand.
third
Why.
grader.
Oh, God, puts it even more into perspective.
Well, yeah, maybe a third grader or a fourth grader. Like,
Yeah, definitely.
what the fuck? I don't know.
I hate that so much.
Ugh,
I grew up only girl with 7 teenage boys.
that sounds
Okay.
rough. I'm so sorry
Yeah, no
to
thanks.
how much urine that was in your home.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. I was just thinking about the BO.
Oh, my brain went straight to piss.
Ugh.
Piss and other substances.
Yeah.
Um,
Ugh. Okay. So I lived in a two-story family house in my early teens. We lived downstairs, my mom, my stepdad, and three older brothers. Upstairs was two parents, with four boys too. So there was a lot of testosterone in the air, to be frank. So we
I don't think
lived.
that's how that works. Put
Okay.
it in a diffuser or something.
Yeah. So we lived with sharing rooms. Okay, so we
Oh.
lived with sharing rooms. The
You couldn't have gave the one girl her own room.
Yeah. The boys shared two rooms. I was stuck in the middle with a very, very small space. 5 or 6 kVm. I don't know what that is. We use American units around here.
Well, Google says kernel-based virtual machine, and I don't think
Oh.
that's what that
Did you
is.
put in measurement? Or, like,
No.
unit of measurement?
Measurement? Oh, it's Swedish. Search for. I know some Swedish, but I don't know how to say that. Um,
Square
quad,
meter. Five or six
kvadratmeter. I don't know.
square meters.
Sometimes Swedish words are really hard to guess, like what is pronounced and what is not pronounced, because some things are just like said very strangely. Um,
Yeah, I know no Swedish, so.
I know a little bit. It's a little niche thing, I guess. I don't know.
Okay. So, yeah, so a small space. While their rooms looked and smelled awful, I made sure to keep my small personal space very neat and tidy. I also invested in a full TV setup with a quite large TV, mid/late 90s. I found out that if I was away, my brothers would use my room to be disgusting in. As if the rest of the house wasn't enough, they would use my bed, my TV, and VHS, and just lay there jerking off, sweating and smoking and scratching their balls and shit. Oh my god. Okay. I would have to burn down the whole house.
Yeah, I think you just have to get rid of the whole thing.
I would have to set them on fire.
Recycle the whole family at that point.
I would never feel clean again after
No.
learning about that.
No.
Could never sleep in that bed again.
Mm-mm.
That's okay. Yeah, so it says so one day I found out that they would also use my room to bring a girl once in a while. Flash forward to me on my knees making my bed with a thin sheet with about
Aw.
250 flat-headed push pins under it, covering the entire 90 by 200 mattress. I know these are different measurements, but in my brain, it's huge.
90 to 200 square feet.
It doesn't have any unit of measurement. It just says
Okay.
90 to 200.
Now I see how stupid Americans look when we just do our system because nowhere else uses it.
Yeah.
And we just don't clarify. We don't say Fahrenheit. We don't say in feet, even though
We
we're
say
like,
90 degrees.
we just go 90, whatever. And now I'm just like, oh, we look stupid. We look so dumb. We're like the only people that do this. Like, Canadians do it like, they use a little bit of both, I think. But
I think, yeah, I don't know. I don't know much
but
about
we're the only
Canada.
ones. And now that I've experienced this from a different perspective, I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, it says, and then I left for school. Later the next day, I got a call from my mom. She had a very hard time trying not to laugh too much while telling me my one brother had been working hard to get with this girl from school. She knew he was I'm assuming, fuckboy,
Okay.
but gave him a shot. The shot was in my room, on my bed,
Oh.
on a needle mattress. No human was harmed, but no one ever used my room after that. My brother says 25 years later, he still
Sorry.
checks his chairs, etc., just to make sure there's no needles.
Where did the needles come in?
Okay, it's at the bottom. There is a clarification. It says, to be clear, my brothers and I are on getting on great in 2024. My petty move was way back in the 90s, and a lot of shit went down back then. Okay, so this happened
We need
a while back. So this makes a lot more sense in my brain too, because I was like, this is something that could happen, but I feel like there would be other. I feel like kids today wouldn't use a more physical thing. They'd just like talk shit online.
I don't know.
Like, I don't know. Depends.
You're just gonna get cyberbullied.
That's how people handle problems now, as far as I know. It's either they go fight in the halls at school, or
I don't have younger siblings. I don't keep up with those people.
I don't know. But yeah, that's gross. I would have never used that bed again.
No,
I would sleep on the floor.
I'll cut that.
Don't leave that in.
I would have not done that. I would have, I don't know,
Oh,
cried.
it's just ugh, the way it was phrased too. Oh, I hated reading that.
This is from r slash am I the asshole titled Am I the asshole for calling my brother a brat over him refusing to forgive our sister for ruining his relationship? I don't know. I don't.
That one.
I, 30 male, have twin siblings. Dan, 25 female, and Lisa, 25. Sorry, Dan is a man. Dan, 25 male, and Lisa, 25 female. Dan was dating Kayla for almost 4 years, up until a yearish ago when she broke up with him. They had a friend group including Dan, Kayla, Kayla's sister Amelia, and Amelia's boyfriend Aiden, Lisa, and a few others. Just a lot of names. It's a lot of characters.
I'm not gonna remember everybody, and we're gonna have to go double check on like
Yeah, I don't know what's
the
happening.
top of it again.
Okay. During during the years they were close buddies, Lisa and Aiden progressively got closer. Who's Lisa? Who's Aiden?
Twin siblings, Lisa, and
Okay.
then
Aiden is
Amelia,
Amelia's boyfriend. So
Kayla.
so
Oh my god.
brothers. My God.
Brother's friend's girlfriend? Boyfriend.
Wait. Brothers, girlfriends, sisters, friend? I don't know.
Wait.
Wait,
But
hold on.
that's actually wait no
Okay.
siblings, friends, sisters, boyfriend.
Holy shit. I picked a terrible story. I don't know.
Why are they involved in
I don't know.
this?
They were getting progressively closer. Others took notice, but they'd brush it off as just being close friends, and Dan would constantly defend Lisa, since in his eyes she'd never do anything to betray Amelia. Lisa never asked him to defend her, but she admitted later on that she used Dan as a screen since she thought at the time her feelings for Aiden would disappear. What?
I'm so confused with all these names.
What the fuck is happening?
I can't.
Maybe
I need someone to draw me a
if your
picture. Make it a
story
slideshow.
if your story includes more than 3 people, leave it out.
I
Like I
can't
this is
process
this is
all
my
this.
fault for reading this.
Okay. Dan and
Okay,
Lisa are twins. Aiden is boyfriend of a friend
I don't know. Let's make a
that's in the
chart.
same friend group as them.
Make it.
And then Lisa decided to get with Aiden.
I don't know. Do I need to draw a chart for us?
I need like a whiteboard.
Like I was literally about to go get something.
Oh my god, yes.
Um.
That would be
Also,
wonderful.
this story just like isn't that long, and I I don't understand what's happening. We're gonna need like I'm gonna read this very slowly, and I'll make a diagram and post. So OP
Mm-hmm.
OP has twin siblings, Dan and Lisa. Dan is dating Kayla. Kayla broke up with him. They don't
I
like each
didn't
other
even hear
anymore.
that part.
They are in a friend group of
They had a friend group.
Dan, Kayla, and Kayla has a sister,
Oh, okay.
Amelia, and Amelia has a boyfriend, Aiden. And then it says, and a few others. So, miscellaneous people.
That are not important to the story. So
Um,
Dan and Kayla together, and then
yes. Sorry, I bumped the mic.
there's Lisa. Oh my god.
So, Lisa and Aiden start getting really close, it seems. And
Mm-hmm.
everyone's like, that's fishy.
Mm-hmm.
What's happening? And then later on, um, Lisa says that she used Dan as a screen? Is that did Lisa say that? I'm so confused. So Lisa has a thing for Aiden?
Yes.
Okay.
And that is Dan's ex's sister's boyfriend.
Okay, I think just the phrasing fucked me up a little bit.
Yeah.
So she's like, I think my feelings for Aiden are gonna disappear. Well, that's not what happened. Lisa said she and Aiden couldn't control their attraction. Her words, not mine, and they began seeing each other behind everyone else's back. They won't say for how long, but eventually Amelia caught them sending inappropriate messages, and the whole thing blew up their friend group. And Dan was caught in the middle of the whole mess. A lot of accusations flew from Amelia that Dan knew about the cheating, which Dan, Lisa, and Aiden all denied. Dan said did his best to separate himself from the situation and gave his full support to Amelia. But eventually, Kayla broke up with Dan because she believed Dan knew since he and Lisa were very close. She, Amelia, and their other friends blocked Dan, Lisa, and Aiden from their lives. And I and our parents told her dating a cheater's a bad idea, but she wouldn't hear it and kept dating Aiden. This is just. I don't know what's
This feels
happening.
like middle school.
Yeah. Like,
This is insane.
it's a lot of names. Dan and Lisa's very close relationship fell apart immediately after that. She apologized for the mess but refused to break up with Aiden. Since then, we've had to separate holiday and dinner time between Dan and Lisa. They have to be separated at mealtime. This is so funny. Um, since Dan refuses to even be in the same room as Lisa and Aiden, he's not seething angry anymore, thankfully, but is insistent Lisa betrayed him and he still refuses to have anything to do with her. Meanwhile, Lisa and Aiden's relationship kept going strong, and she's currently pregnant with niece slash nephew, which brings us to the current situation. Despite all the awful things Dan's done to them, verbal abuse, publicly announcing they're cheating, and all around making their lives difficult, Lisa and Aiden want him back in their lives. They came to a family dinner when it was supposed to be just Dan and pleaded for him to forgive them. He aggressively said he doesn't forgive Lisa for betraying him. He gave them some ultimatum as when Lisa and Aiden became a couple, which is break up with Aiden and completely erase him from her life. I got fed up and told him in front of her whole family that he's a spoiled brat who needs to move on from the past and he can't hold the cheating over their heads forever and he should be grateful he's still wanted in our family despite all the problems he's creating. Admittedly, not my best moment, but I held my tongue for long enough. Dan left angry, and my wife told me I should have been gentler. So am I the asshole? I
I
don't
thought
even
they were
know. I don't
teenagers.
even know. Because what happened? Probably not.
This sounded like something from when we were in middle school. This sounded like teenagers until it said my wife at the end and I was like, "What?"
Like, no one is commenting on how confusing and hard this was to follow. There we go. I think I need a flow chart. Yeah,
Mhm.
that's what I'm gonna do. Because I don't. Hopefully, I can understand something
Okay,
from what
no.
I just read.
I understand.
I
Like I
read it.
got
I
it.
didn't comprehend much. I
Like I
think I
I
know.
made a flowchart in my head.
I'm gonna have to listen to myself, not understand, have to read it again, and be like, what?
So the brother is not the asshole. The asshole is the
Mm-mm.
sister that cheated and the friend that cheated.
Yeah, saying that he verbally abused them, can you can say yelling at anyone is verbal abuse, and I think
Yeah.
that everyone's yelled at someone in their life. Um, and sometimes when people find out that people are cheating, they're really fucking pissed about it, and they think that they should just like suffer existing. And I honestly, I think that's a little bit deserved. Maybe a little bit of petty revenge for the cheaters out
Mhm.
there. Um,
Yeah.
I don't know. I I don't know what's happening ever.
It's insane.
No idea. Welcome to this side of the podcast. On the other side of the break, we totally got up and took a break and didn't just stare at our phones. There's a break for a reason, and we're just like reels.
Yeah.
Um, we're gonna play Would You Rather because I love that game.
I'm
And
very opinionated, so I could debate these.
okay, we might have to cut some because I know some of these aren't good.
Okay.
We'll see. So, would you rather be forced to high five everyone you make eye contact with, or salute every vehicle you see? Like, what kind of
The high five.
what kind of salute are we talking? If I stay inside all day, do I have to see cars? Because
You look out your window slightly, and you're.
I mean that's fine because I don't make a lot of eye contact because I am on the spectrum, but I also randomly do, and I'm a germaphobe. I don't want to touch
Yeah.
people. Like, ugh, I don't know. What do you think?
I think it would have to be the eye contact one because you could avoid looking at like eye contact more than you could looking at cars.
I
And if you are
guess
standing like even in a like if you're standing in a parking lot, you're never going to be able to leave.
I'm never going anywhere again. I'm fine. Um,
Well, then
I
you wouldn't
well,
have an issue
it skipped,
then.
but the majority did say the eye contact thing.
Okay.
Would you
Oh.
rather drink water from a flushed public toilet or lick a public bathroom floor?
Oh god, no.
I'm licking the floor. I'm not ingesting anything.
The floor depending might be more sanitary.
Yeah,
They
like
probably clean
I'm
that
gonna
more.
pick a corner where I think no one is like really going. And
Yeah.
like, okay, let's say it's like the worst possible situation on both. Toilet shit streaked. Um, it's flushed, but that doesn't mean it's clean. It's sticky. Licking the public bathroom floor, it doesn't drain properly. So it's like all that, and you have to lick like it's on a little. You have to like
I'm
at
so
least
squeamish.
3 feet. 3 feet needs to be slowly licked. What do you think? And the, and
I don't think I could say
for
my
the
true answer.
drinking, it has to be at least half a cup, I would say, or a cup. Like it's only fair if they're both extremes. Because if you're like you want to drink water from a clean toilet or lick a clean floor, like that's not fair. What do you think? I still think the floor, maybe. I still think the floor. Um,
Maybe.
59% of people say the floor. Um, live without the internet or live without air conditioning and heating. Live
Yeah.
without the internet.
I would rather live without the
I
internet,
would,
100%.
I can read books.
Really?
63%. Well, I mean, I guess it just depends where you live, because like in Europe, like people don't have that
That's
really.
true.
Like that's not.
I'm way too dependent on it. My body
No,
cannot
like
regulate super
I would
well.
have to have so much money if I moved to Europe because I am gonna have someone put in an AC unit because I can't
Yes.
do it. Um, skip.
We have too many issues with that.
Always summer, always winter.
Winter.
Winter, I guess.
Winter. 100%
For the environment, summer, but
winter.
live stream your entire life or never access social media ever again.
Little House on the Prairie time.
I don't know.
I would not want to stream my. I couldn't do it.
Okay. Hi, if you don't know me, my name's Reid. I just realized I don't even know if I gave us a proper intro. My name's Reid. This is Tiffany. I don't know if we did an intro. We are not having a good night. We're recording a lot.
I
Um,
maybe.
I don't know. We're
I
here.
know we talked about doing
Um,
one.
this is my podcast. What the fuck is my podcast called? Holy shit. Down the rat hole. I also do things on the internet that aren't this. At the Rat Fellow or the Rat Fell Down, I live stream, and I'm getting to a point in my life where I'm like, why don't I just stream this? Why am I doing this if I'm not live streaming it? So
Yeah.
I'm just like, might as well. I don't know if I'm not in retirement and I'm not watching reels,
My
Instagram
God.
reels, I'm gonna be fucking pissed
Understandable.
because that's comforting to me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this, but I know it's the minority.
Social media doesn't mean you can't access like TV and stuff.
I guess,
So
yeah. I
like
didn't
you
think
could
about that.
still watch TV, you could still stream things, you could
Yeah.
still talk to people, use the internet in different ways, you just couldn't use social media.
Yeah, I just I couldn't interact. I don't really interact with other people on the internet. Like I
Mhm.
could text you, that's not social media, but I can't imagine not creating something. So I'm just like all or nothing,
Yeah.
baby. Let's go. Entire life live streamed. Do
My
you know how
God.
fucking rich I would be?
Probably
Here's
really
me
rich.
taking a life-changing defecation after Taco Bell because
Dude,
entire life is entire life. I I don't care.
Taco Bell sounds so good right now.
We just had Taco Bell. I
Oh,
just took you to Taco Bell. It does sound really fucking good right now.
it does.
We're on a gummy. It's been a night. I'm sure you
The
can tell.
only times I've ever taken anything, I've craved Taco Bell. I
Yeah,
spent so much on DoorDash the first time I ever did stuff.
DoorDash money right now. Subscribe to my podcast so I can afford fucking DoorDash in the suburbs because oh my god, my laptop. I like why does it cost me $10 million to get someone to leave a bag that's like half soggy, not even on my porch, but like on the fucking sidewalk because they're
Yeah,
afraid of my dog?
that's inside.
Yeah, and he literally just sits there and he looks. But I've had so many people be like, "I'm afraid of your dog." I'm like, "You're racially profiling my dog right now. He's just because he's a pit bull doesn't mean he's gonna do anything to you. He would probably piss himself if you came in here." Like,
Why?
I forgot we were playing this game. What time? Yeah,
I
50.
have no
I
idea.
know there's like a good 5 to 10 minutes in there. That
No,
just
there's more than that.
I don't know. Live without music or live without television.
Oh God, that one's actually hard.
So
I don't know.
imagine logging on to Minecraft and it being
Oh.
in silence.
Oh.
Because you remember when we used to play like the mobile version because we didn't have a console or anything to play on?
Yeah.
And
Oh yeah, the
for the
music wouldn't
longest time, the
work.
music didn't work on Pocket
Mhm.
Edition. And every time I turn my music off, it's like scary.
It's like you're
It's
walking out in a horror game where
yeah,
someone's
it
about to
is.
jump
Like I'm
out.
suddenly frightened.
Yeah, I didn't even
Um,
think about that.
but also what do we include in TV? Is it like just TV shows? Is this YouTube? Is this
But if you
everything?
choose live without music, you'd be watching those TV shows and movies without music in them.
Yeah,
And that would make everything a horror movie.
this is a lose-lose
Yeah.
situation.
I guess live without
Majority said
television.
lose without television or whatever. I'm fucking having a stroke. Okay, always be surrounded by people that are slightly too loud or slightly too quiet.
Too quiet.
Too quiet, loud people
You can
sometimes.
wear hearing aids.
Yeah, I have to wear things to make normal people quieter
Yeah,
because loud sounds make me want to hit my head against a wall. Um,
I felt that.
okay. Be a prodigy at a young age and burn out later, or achieve success late in life but last longer. That's obvious. The late in life thing.
Please.
You can't just do all of that to these gifted kids out there because one day you're in the GATE program and the next day I don't know what division is. Um
Yeah.
so that's just unnecessary. Come on. Have the ability to taste colors or have the ability to see sounds. If you do enough drugs,
Oh my god.
you can have all of this. Don't do drugs, kids.
Oh god.
Don't do drugs. I'm getting demonetized. I am going into YouTube and Spotify debt. I have like a red number on my
Oh my
account. The
god.
more bad things I say, they're paying me to get off the platform. My podcast is so bad. what
um
What do you think?
I think having the ability to see sounds would be extremely overwhelming.
Yeah.
Because if everything pretty much makes sound,
I mean, maybe it would
small
be
sound.
like our brain could comprehend it because, like, you know how flies see like a million things or whatever. Like they comprehend it just fine. They're fine.
Yeah, maybe that's right. I think the sea sounds would be cool to me.
Yeah, because I can already taste colors. I can go get
Yes.
a blue raspberry icy, and be like, "That's blue.
Mm,
This tastes purple." Like I
yeah.
know already. I
Your
don't
brain just associates different flavors with different colors.
have tongues for fingers or have a finger as a tongue.
I
So
guess finger as a tongue?
yeah, because you'd be tasting everything you touch.
Ugh. Yeah, no, definitely finger as a tongue.
Yeah.
It would just move differently. It would be harder to move.
Yeah, it'd be hard to talk, but you probably figure it out. Like birds, their tongues are pretty similar to like a fingertip. Like you see how they open their mouth and they go whatever that noise was, and they like touch their little tongues on stuff. It feels kind of like
I
a
no.
fingertip. That's what you compare it to.
Okay.
They have like not a lot of taste buds at all. So
Mm,
like would I just
that
never
would suck.
taste anything? So taste nothing again or taste everything forever.
Nothing. I'd
Nothing.
rather taste nothing forever.
Um yeah,
I could finally get
64%.
myself to eat healthy.
Yeah. You're like I like this celery because it's very
It would
crunchy.
definitely just be texture.
Yeah. Okay, post every text message you ever sent on the internet. Or have tattoos on your forehead depicting everything you did the day before. So it
Well, as long as
resets.
I wasn't fucking the day before, I'm gonna do the tattoos.
Yeah, I. When this bitch was unmedicated, we don't want to see what I was doing.
Oh,
Uh
the conversations we
uh.
had.
This is not
That does
allowed.
not need to come to the light of day. We probably don't even remember the worst of it.
That's the best fucking part about it, is that I don't know. Um, have your parachute fail while skydiving, or have an engine failure while flying a helicopter? Neither. But
It's like, which way would you rather die, basically?
I don't know. I feel like what's a better likelihood of living? Because I would think maybe the
Mm,
helicopter, like you can brace yourself a little bit, but also I feel like people fall out of like planes while skydiving and they're completely fine, like a lot of the time.
I have no idea, honestly. I
Me
neither,
personally,
please.
if I was gonna die either way, I would say the helicopter because then I could like go in a corner and close my eyes until it was over. But like when you're
Yeah,
falling and it's just you in the air, I'm like I want something to hold on to.
yeah, no, 100%.
63% say helicopter. Lose your sense of touch or lose your sense of sight.
Sight.
Sight?
It's like, imagine you're looking at something and like you reach over and it's just it feels like it doesn't exist to you.
Yeah, I feel like that would like ruin you
Like
neurologically.
it would break your brain.
Having Well, like if you lost your sense of touch everywhere, I think that would render you paralyzed. Like I would think that, like,
Yeah,
because you would be
yeah.
numb
You
everywhere.
wouldn't be able to walk. You wouldn't be able to talk.
Because like you wouldn't. I mean, maybe you would be able to a little bit, but you would struggle significantly. I
Yeah,
would rather lose my sight than
yeah.
yeah. 18% said sight and 82% said touch.
I wish I could know their logic on that.
I have no idea. Never lose your phone again. No trackers or never lose your key again. Okay, so you can't like track things.
I would never lose my phone again because I never lose. Like I lose my phone a lot more than I lose my keys
Yeah,
because I keep my keys in my bag.
I didn't have like my own keys to this house for a long
Oh
time.
my
Like I
god.
just let other people let me in.
Yeah,
Have your entire photo gallery shared with your family or never use a smartphone again? Yeah.
I'd be using that flip phone. Just be
Yeah.
dramatic, flip
Only
forward.
24% said that. Fly first class for every commercial flight or private jet for every flight, but only be able to bring 50% of luggage.
First
First
class.
class, I'm not fucking Taylor Swift.
That's
I don't need a private jet to
yeah,
go
no.
to Target. I'm
No, thank
sorry.
you.
First class is just fine.
First class is more than fine, thank you.
Never have to work again or never have to clean again. Never have to work again.
Yeah.
My house would be so fucking clean if I
I would clean everything would be super super
yeah,
super spotless.
if my bank account was like unlimited, I would
Dude,
I would
the fanciest
clean.
vacuums and mops.
Yeah, I know. Like I would get the best stuff. Sometimes I love Adderall. Um Not sometimes I love Adderall. I love Adderall all the time. Sometimes I will take my Adderall and it's like a cleaning demon possesses me.
Yeah.
And I'm like on Amazon like car detailing kit and I
Oh
still
my
haven't found
god.
one that's good enough. So when I do, I'm gonna be detailing my boyfriend's car. Might start a business. I have a pressure washer in my basement that I need to use again because I was like I need to pressure wash something. Like that sounds great, and it is great. I do recommend it if you have ADHD or you just like stuff like that. You played Pressure Washer Simulator or watch
Oh
some.
my god, it's so
Get a real one.
relaxing.
Get out there, get your boots on, start a business,
Oh my
profit,
god.
know what you're good at, and hone those skills for success because that's where I'm at in life, honestly.
Understandable.
Anyways, I don't care for this one. I'm just skipping ones that I'm just like, that's not interesting. Be not cool but smart. Be cool but dumb. What does that
We've been doing this for
mean?
an hour.
Yeah, I know, it's fine. Never age physically or never age mentally. That's a
Huh.
hard one for me, honestly. I don't know.
I would rather never age physically because I think it's like one of the two things that happens is that
Both
people
suck.
degrade mentally faster than they degrade physically, and then they're,
Yeah.
not having a good last bit of life, or they degrade physically before they degrade mentally and they're just stuck in their own bodies.
Yeah, so that's yeah, like I'm like either way it's bad because either you get really old and you can't do anything, but you still like have the personality of like you being 20 and you still want to do that stuff, but you can't, or you can do everything you ever wanted, but you have severe dementia
So
and
you don't know you want to do
then
those
it's
things.
forever dementia. So like if you never age physically, are you immortal? I would rather die knowing everything that happened versus live forever having like dementia or something.
Mm,
That's what I would say. Or yeah, no one agrees with that. 33%. Save your child or save your spouse.
save your spouse, you can make another kid.
Yeah, that's a re re what
Renewable.
that is a renewable resource. Just make another baby. God. That sounds so mean. I'm so sorry. um Travel 10 years into the past, but you can't return to the present. Travel 2 years into the future, but you can return to the present.
Obviously the future one.
What?
Go learn what's going to be popular. Go learn what the best stocks are. Like,
Yeah,
did we not watch Back to the Future? Like,
I don't know. Go without shampoo for the rest of your life, or go without a comb/brush for the rest of your life.
shampoo. Because you can use other kinds of soap that are not called shampoo.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna
There's a
say.
loophole
It's
there.
like there's different things that you can use that aren't shampoo to like clean your hair.
But if your hair gets really, really, really tangled, most things are called combs and brushes,
I,
so there's not really a loophole
I
there.
can be bald. I
What?
can be bald. Yeah, when I had shorter hair, I never had to like brush my hair like ever, unless I want it to just like look good. It would never get tangled. And now every time I like, do anything, it hurts.
Yeah.
I didn't know this was part of that.
Hmm.
But it's fine because I have my little. He's cool. So,
I'm so tired.
yeah, same. Thank you so much for listening and or watching this far. Please leave a like or a follow or a subscribe. We're on a lot of platforms, so just figure out what's going on where you are. Um, yeah, thank you. Thank you for coming this far. You've been very brave if you've made it.
Yes.
Okay, bye.